Anyway, so here's some background. Cringeosaurus, that's not her real name, by the way, uh, lives with, as he goes on by on YouTube, Stray Whistler. And they're not married, although Cringeosaurus is married. She's not living, they're
They're
separated, so she's married.
separated.
And
Together.
like 3 years ago. And the circumstances of their meeting is unclear. So, like, for in one video, Cringeosaurus will claim that they met at a bar, and that he was at a bar, and they were all just hanging out at the bar, as alcoholics do, and conspiracy theorists. And so he was talking to some normies at the bar about conspiracy theories and getting rejected. So Cringeosaurus, being an astute um, people, understanding human nature, an astute uh, studier or scholar of human motivation, quickly picked up that he was just operating on another wavelength, and that's why these people rejected him. And so she walked over and said, "Hi, my name is Cringeosaurus." I don't actually know what she said. But that started a budding relationship, and they moved in together. So that's one version of how it went down. The other version of how it went down was that this had started as an relationship, so it was online only. So maybe they met at an bar. I don't know, but it kind of sounds how you say contradiction. And that might be relevant because Cringeosaurus has claimed that she and her husband had separated when the two of them met because, she's going to a bar. A married woman going to a bar, meeting people. Yeah, presumably she would have been separated at that point. But you see, the thing is, she doesn't know how to get a divorce because it's too confusing. And she has tirelessly searched for a lawyer, looking for a lawyer at such locations as, going out into the desert in Oregon, trying to find a lawyer, but she can't find one. And so she has nobody to explain to her how to fill out um, the papers for a divorce, or how to initiate a divorce. So that's her predicament. And anyway, the two of them moved into a house recently, and the price of the price. Oh, wait, where did it go? Oh yeah, here it is. The price of the house is, if you are unfamiliar with the real estate market in Oregon, you might think that this is like a 3-story house, maybe, or maybe a 2-story house with a nice yard and maybe a two-car garage with automatic garage door openers. But if you look at it in her videos, of course, you see that it kind of looks like a manufactured house, not a mobile home. But you know how they make manufactured houses where they will transport the house in 2 sections, and then they'll super glue them together at the actual site using super glue, or maybe Gorilla Glue. I'm not really sure. Anyway, they moved in together, and they claim they are all about the Second Amendment. They're pro Second Amendment anarchists, which is a contradiction in terms. And they support the Second Amendment, and I'm not really sure what that means. Like, I'm not sure when they say that they are going to, that like they're all about self-defense and not calling the cops and stuff like that. Like if, like for instance, if hypothetically a robber tried to break into their house and steal their stuff, then they would just defend themselves rather than rely on the police to maintain law and order. I'm not really sure what that means. I'm assuming that they're talking about guns. Now, maybe they have samurai swords and nunchucks, and they're going to defend themselves with kung fu. I imagine, like, maybe they have some kind of setup where they're going to do wire fu, like they have wires connected to the ceiling and cables, and they're going to do some wire fu as well, make it a spectacle, and maybe they'll live stream it for your viewing enjoyment. I don't know. I doubt that her and Stray have the technological know-how to get rid of the lines, to edit out the lines, the wires. So it's not going to be very good. Anyway, I assume it's guns, and I should also mention before I forget that Cringeosaurus at least has claimed that she used to be a blackout drunk in her 20s, and if you watch some of her privated live streams that she privated but used to be public, you'll see that she used to do blackout drunk live streams, where she would live stream all night and yell at her computer and until she was blackout drunk, literally, you know, I couldn't speak. I had no idea where she was. So she's an alcoholic, an addict, and Stray Whistler is, or oh, excuse me, excuse me. She was an alcoholic. Stray Whistler, she claims, according to out of the horse's mouth, the horse being Cringeosaurus, maybe like a miniature horse, claims that Stray Whistler is not going along with her her newborn, or her born again sobriety. So, Cringeosaurus is a born again non alcoholic, right? But Stray Whistler is not. Stray Whistler continues to drink. So, I guess you could say maybe Stray Whistler is an alcoholic, was an alcoholic, is an alcoholic, is addicted to substances. And Cringeosaurus also claims that she is addicted to marijuana. And she claims this is her cope. The word that she uses is that it's a cope. Marijuana is a federally controlled substance. It is illegal under federal law to use or possess marijuana. Now, Oregon can make up their own legal system if they want to, but the way that the Constitution works is the federal government um, has rights laws, and those laws supersede state laws. That's how the legal system works. So she is addicted to according to her, out of her own mouth, addicted to an illegal substance, and she's an alcoholic, an addict. So they both use substances, or both were addicted to substances.